It's me, LB. Welcome to the Untitled Tarot. I wanted to come on this morning and do a little collective coffee, kind of go through all the signs kind of quickly this morning. I haven't done one of these in a while. And I also wanted to do a bit of an energy clearing for the upcoming week. I thought that would be a good time. So I'm going to give it just a couple minutes to see if any of the bees roll in. And then we're going to do like a quick little energy clearing. You do not have to accept the energy clearing if you do not want it. You do not have to accept it. If you don't want it, your higher self will not absorb it. But it feels necessary for the upcoming week to kind of clear out some of this solar eclipse like heaviness, and then we'll kind of quickly just go through all the signs, just see a little bit what's going to go on for you for this week, and then we'll keep it moving. I'm pretty sure Rob is doing a live stream in like an hour or so, and I want to catch that. I want to catch Rob's live stream, so we'll do my live stream and then we'll pop over afterwards to Rob's from Rob's Tarot. So I'm going to use a new deck. I got it yesterday. It's the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. I'm really liking it. I'm really liking all of these new decks that I got. Hey, Dana. Dana from the Pink Peony Oracle is here. Helen and Adam Bliss and Chloe Brown sent me new decks yesterday, which I'm very grateful and excited for. I have all these new decks to play with. I was reorganizing my stash, my collection last night. So I wanted to use this one today, Ace of Cups. It's like really cute. It's really colorful. I'm very much liking and enjoying it. So I wanted to pop on today and do a little collective coffee because we haven't done it in a long time, right? So I figured it'd be fun. So we'll do the energy clearing and then we will go through the signs for the week quickly. And then we will hop on over to Rob's Tarot because he's doing a live stream in like an hour or so. And I want to catch that because Rob's streams are always really fun. So we have Dana in the house. We'll give it a couple minutes. We'll give it just a moment. I'll have a little more coffee. Even though I shouldn't be drinking so much coffee, but I digress. And then we'll do the energy clearing. And again, to reiterate, you do not have to accept the energy work. If you don't want it, your higher self will not allow you to absorb it. But I feel in my spirit that we need a little bit of a energy reset. And aside from like the normal personal readings that I've been doing, like the tarot card readings, privately, I've been doing a lot more like energy workings and clearings and healings, parasite removal. I've been doing a lot more of that for people, and it's going like really well. So I figured I'll share the wealth a little bit over here on YouTube too. And thank you so much yesterday, Dana, for helping me with the mini personal reads. I could not have done that without you. I couldn't have done it. So if you need anything, you email me and I will be happy to assist you. Sweet coffee. Sweet coffee. All right, let's see. We got our decks, we got our coffees, we have me, we have you. You're watching this on the replay later. I reset the replay chat option as well, so if you're watching this later on the replay, you should actually be able to have the chat kind of scrolling underneath now, so that should be very nice. Thank you. You are a lifesaver. You are absolutely a lifesaver. I could not have done it literally at all without you. You're the real MVP. You're the real MVP. I'm so excited about all these decks too. All right. Do energy clearing first. So basically what I'm going to do for this energy clearing is I'm going to clear out all of the debris, anything that kind of got a little bit stuck in your field. This past week, we've been dealing with a lot of crazy energies the last 2 weeks. And so I'm basically just going to clear it out and I'm going to reset you to go. So again, if you choose to accept this, it's here for you. So I'm just going to take a couple minutes. Just sit, just relax, just somewhere comfortable. You feel any energy shifting? It's just me. Okay. All right. So, hopefully you're feeling better. Hopefully you're feeling a little clearer, a little crisper, may I say. I actually finished a video where I did something a bit different, but chatting about energies, I've been noticing, and girl, energy healings are so needed in the collective. Yeah, maybe that's why they're asking me to do it. I've just, you know, over the past week, I've just been noticing like an uptick in people getting like energetic attachments. It's not even like necessarily like spiritual warfare, but as the collective breaks away from all of these older timelines, aspects of the old timelines, they're trying to hop onto the new ones where they don't really belong because they haven't ascended to that level yet. And so I've been doing a lot of removals, a lot of extractions, a lot of refortifying people's spheres, their fields, like just basically doing that. I'm slowly becoming like spiritual security. So in addition to like the tarot readings and the intuitive, the mediumship that I do, all of that stuff that I do in the background, I've also been starting to incorporate entity extraction and like field fortification as part of the services that I'm doing for people too. And it's really been helping them a lot. So I'm very grateful for that. And I agree with you. It is very much needed in the collective right now, more energy healing. So I think I am going to start doing them more on the channel. I've done a few, but I think I'm going to start doing a little bit more of them. And on the Patreon and in the worker bee tier, I'm also going to be teaching everyone how to be able to do it for themselves as well. At least kind of create some of those foundational pieces. Yes? Hi, Isha. We got some bees in here. And I'm going to save this playlist. So if any of you guys want to come back at a later time and get an energy clearing, I'll do a separate video for it in the future. But if you're watching this on the replay, you can still accept that energy and receive that clearing. Collective coffee. There we go. We got Isha in here. Palmer. Hi, Palmer. Not much. I didn't start any of the readings yet. I just did an energy clearing and reset everyone for the week. We got Violet Sky. We have Carrie. Miss Lauren, that's almost a tsunami, so I'm just guessing. Hitchhikers. Yeah, it's a little bit of hitchhiker energy. Wills and wits to cut it loose. Yeah, it's hard because as we're moving into the new timeline, so we're feeling a lot more like open to possibilities, to the new things coming forward, right? But sometimes when there's a balance between being really open and receptive to everything new that's coming, but also being aware of what's around you, because as your light shines brighter, you attract some more moths. So again, I've slowly becoming spiritual security, like a spiritual bodyguard. So I've been coming in and doing that, kind of like a glorified janitor. But it's going really well, and it's really helping people as like an addition to whatever readings I'm doing for them. So I'm really excited for that. Palmer. Uppercase. What incense do you guys like to burn? I typically burn frankincense and myrrh. That's what I use. I don't burn sage because there's different kinds of sage, but white sage is a sacred medicine to indigenous people, and so I personally don't burn white sage. And I don't use Palo Santo because it is technically it's kind of it's like a sacred plant to a lot of Latino Americans or Latino practitioners, and so I also don't use Palo Santo or white sage because of that. But I do use Aquarius. You're going first. I do use frankincense and I do use myrrh because they make sense for me in my practice and with my culture and my ancestry. So that's what I use. Cedar is also beautiful. Mugwort. A lot of people in the craft, they use mugwort as well. That's also a really good option. But I'm a no on the white sage, and I'm a no on the Palo Santo. But I also don't resonate with Palo Santo either. I'm very much of a come on Jesus with the frankincense and myrrh, like come on through. That's kind of just that's my bailiwick. Hi Hi, Jasmine. I was doing that yesterday, but I'm just doing I did an energy clearing, and now I'm going to do the zodiac signs for the week. Aquarius is going to go first, but after my live is over, Rob from Rob's Tarot, he is doing mini personals on his channel. So after my stream's over, I'm sure a lot of us are going to head over to Rob's channel, and he'll be there if you want one of those. I will do more like mini personals, probably like in a few days, but this one's just the zodiac signs. Us in Flathead Country use juniper. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, juniper. That's great. So we're just going to say a prayer, and then we're going to start pulling for Aquarius. Very good? Very good. Father God, thank you for bringing me and the bees in today for this collective coffee. I ask that you give me wisdom, clarity, and discernment to deliver these messages accurately for everyone's highest of love, light, alignment, and assignment. We praise you. We love you. We thank you always. We give you all the glory and the honor for these messages. To the utmost high. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen, Aquarius. You feel a little anxious. You feel a little bit anxious, like in the chest area. Try not to, don't feed fear. Don't feed fear this week, Aquarius. Life can be stressful, but it doesn't have to own you. One more, Aquarius. We'll see what we got going on for you. And this is the Cosmic Slumber Tarot, in case anyone wants to know. Lauren with intention, can you please pull for me? If everyone doesn't mind. Let's make sure the old timeline is gone. I'm not doing personals today. Oh, nice, Aquarius. I'm not doing personals today. The old timeline is still present, but it's moving farther and farther away from everyone right now. Pay attention to the Schumann resonance as well, because when we have these big spikes in the Schumann, that's indication of the new timelines kind of being formed, right? So as you're technically in the timeline, but it's like the floor is still being built, if that makes sense. So you have to hold that positive space for that as well. But what is it, Sunday? Yeah, it's Sunday. But my bookings are open for the week if you want something like a little bit more, if you want something longer. There's a link in the description box for my link tree if you want like a live Zoom reading, and there is my email for pre-recordeds. The energy work can be live or pre-recorded. I do suggest pre-recorded though, so that way you can go back to it whenever you want. So let's see, Aquarius. We have the Chariot coming out for you. This is really beautiful. It sticks out to me that her eyes are closed. And this is part of the fear energy. You don't have to know where you're going to have faith that you're going to go to a place that's better than where you are, because Judgment is in reverse, which may make you feel as though you are going in a direction, but you're not really sure if it's the right direction, if it's going to lead you to a place that's better, if it's going to lead you into another dead end. Don't take that energy with you, right? Faith is a fertilizer, because the devil is in reverse. So don't obsess so much about the destination. Have faith that you'll end up where you're supposed to go, because the High Priestess is coming out next as well, which says that you really need to lean on your gut instinct, on your intuition, and that's going to let you know whether you need to go left or whether you need to go right, whatever that may be. Because you also do have the Prince of Pentacles, which is slow and steady wins the race, right? So if you move forward too quickly out of fear or out of anxiety, you might end up doing something that's impulsive, and that could actually set you back. So make sure that you're moving with intention, but make sure that any of the work that you're putting in this week to get you where you want to go is also equally being matched by energy that you put into rest, to staying peaceful, to staying grounded, to taking care of yourself. There's no use in putting a bunch of effort to get somewhere if by the time you get there, you're completely burnt out and spent and you don't even get to enjoy it. Does that make sense? That makes sense. Look, Fool at the bottom of the deck underneath that. Faith. Leaps of faith. Little leaps of faith. It's very much of that faith in motion kind of energy, right? So you'll be fine. Again, there's movement coming for you this week. You might see like a little uptick in activity or things moving a little bit smoother for you. But allow yourself to pace yourself. It is a marathon. It's not a sprint this week for you, Aquarius. And really focus again on trying to stay grounded, trying to stay peaceful. Be the eye of the storm, the calm part, not the whirling around part. Yes, thank you, Dana. Yeah, the Schumann resonance, it tracks the ionosphere. So huge like spikes in like solar flares and electric energy coming in, usually through thunderstorms and stuff like that. And it's been for a while, for a few months now, it's been super active. But it's a big indication of the new energies that we've been pulling in for the new timelines, which is why in the last few months people have been extra tired, extra cranky, extra angry, because it's breaking up the density in the collective shadow for people to transmute and release, so that way they're not so weighed down in the lower timelines and they can ascend into the higher ones. So let's see who's next. Aries. Aries, you're up, my little emperors. Feel really excited. Do you have a secret, Aries? I don't know if there's some good news coming in for you and you want to keep it to yourself a little bit this week. Or if you're working on something that is there's like a very excited energy, but it's the like, it's a secret. Like, I don't want to tell anyone yet. Like it's that kind of energy. So either you're pulling in some like really good news this week for yourself and you want to kind of savor it a little bit before you share it with other people, which is always a good idea. Or you're starting to work on something and you kind of want to keep it to yourself a little bit. These feel like external energies. I'm hearing like intellectual property rights for you this week, Aries. Again, it's about your information because all of these cards came out in reverse, which isn't uncommon during retrograde, but there's like the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, which tells me that you don't want anyone to know what you're working on, right? So that could be moving to the next stage in your relationship. It could be a new project. It could be relocation. Like it could be anything. Three of Cups in reverse. That talks about a lot of overindulgence, but it's coming through a little bit like gossiping. It's kind of like telephone when you share something with someone and then by the time it reaches 4 people, 8 people past them, it's like a totally different story. Again, wanting to maintain the sacredness, the integrity, the value of whatever it is that's going on for you. Bless you. Yeah. Confirmation. With the Knight of Wands, it's impulsive people. It's the idea of I don't know if you can like trust all of the people around you with a secret, right? It's almost like when you get pregnant and then they tell you to wait a certain amount of time before you tell anyone, right? It's like that kind of energy. It's not that you don't want to share, but it feels like you only want to share it with certain people, and you're not really positive that some of the people around you this week can keep a secret. That's usually pretty good advice to make sure things are kind of solid, they're planted, they're rooted in before. The same card just came out again. You might feel like a little bit impulsive, like you might feel like you want to run and like tell everybody about it, but there is something about savoring it. Once you share it with other people, it becomes open for public discussion, whatever it is, especially if it's something new, like a relationship or like a business, something that you're working on, like whatever it is, then it becomes open to public discussion, public opinion, people participating, telling you what they think about it, how you're supposed to be doing it, and it's something that's really exciting and like personal to you. So just ride it out for like this next week and just enjoy it. Savor it for yourself. You're a very social sign. You don't always enjoy things for yourself before sharing them with other people. And then sometimes other people can spoil it for you, right? And then change the way you feel about something you were originally really excited about. So just keep it zipped this week. Enjoy it, savor it, plant those roots, get it solidified, and then you can move forward, right? After you get a chance to like enjoy your first piece. That's the advice for you this week. Hi, Nasira. Hi, Charlize. I see. She needs too. Let's see who's next. Pisces. My Pisces people. Do you like my Zodiac cup? By the way, do you like how like a month and a half ago I just decided to stop trying to figure out which Zodiac sign was going and I just put you all in a cup? That's what I decided to do. I was like, you know what? You guys keep fighting. Sagittarius is like, I want to go. And Taurus is like, no, I want to go. And I was like, you know what? Everybody get in the car. We're all going together. That might be a blessing in disguise for you, Charlize. The no phone thing. It might be an odd blessing in disguise for you. For some reason, I'm also feeling called to tell you guys that you can kind of spiritually protect your phone as well. Like, you can draw sigils on your phones. I don't know why. I don't know what that is, but someone somewhere is going to watch this, and you can put protections on your phone. Cast energy over your phone, cleanse your phone, put sigils on your phone. I like to keep Psalms 27 up on my Safari as like a page that's always open. Like, something about protecting your phone. We're on Pisces, but that feels like a very collective sentiment. Hi, Pat. King of Swords in reverse. I don't feel like you. I'm hearing heads down and guards up. Heads down and guards up, Pisces. King of Swords in reverse. There's like a little trickstery energy. You made it for Pisces. Yeah, heads down and guards up. Not defensive, but like keep your wits about you, because the King of Swords in reverse can be a very kind of like manipulating energy, or someone that thinks that they're very clever, kind of, how do I want to put this in a very graceful way? Putting lipstick on a pig, like presenting an idea, an opportunity, an opinion to you that seems like it's like for you, like it's in your best interest, like take my word for it, trust me kind of energy, but it's really like out of their own self-interest, like it's something like that. And the Prince of Swords, right? It's this is you holding on to your own truth, being very analytical this week about any opportunities. We're still in retrograde season, so again, making sure T's are crossed and I's are dotted, like overlook things, sleep on some decisions, because not every opportunity, like there might be a little bit of fool's gold that is being presented to you this week, so just be mindful of that. And also, and you know, maybe that relates to the phone thing as well, as a big huge plane comes in. Save up something to 60 seconds. Interesting. Be mindful about what you post this week. Don't post too much of like your personal information in places where there may be some like frenemies. Like there's that kind of energy. Like, just keep it cool this week, Pisces. Don't show your ass. Hi, Priestess. 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Yep, wish fulfillment. There's also something about, don't let 7 of Swords. What did I say? What did I say? What am I smoking? CBD? No, this is just a jewel. This is just a jewel. It's just nicotine. I take CBD, but I take it in seltzers. Maybe you need some CBD this week, Pisces. 9 of Cups, that's your personal wish fulfillment. And in this card, your back is turned. So there's almost aspects of it that are being hidden from other people. Like, again, a little bit like Aries, don't give people like the full picture of what you're working on. Hi, Tabitha, good morning. Keep it almost like very casual, like very diplomatic, like, oh, I'm just busy at work, like I'm just, you know, like, oh yeah, you know, I'm dating around, nothing serious. Like, don't give people any like the nitty-gritty details, right? Allow people to show you their true colors and then believe them the first time they show them to you. 2 of Cups in reverse. Pisces. What are you saying? Dude, I heard Lauren reading while meditating. Here I am. Yeah, Pisces, be mindful. The Two of Cups, it doesn't have to be like a romantic energy, but just be mindful of fool's gold. Don't give people too much of your personal information, because there is some fool's gold kind of running around this week for you. So again, big picture ideas for everyone else. Keep the details to yourself this week. That is my advice. Hi, Nicole. I heard someone reading cards in the ethers. That's so funny. Ah! Ah! Lord, oh, Pisces. All the cards just exploded and I see the Lovers in reverse in the tower. Just keep head down, guard up, Pisces. Because you know, as Pisces, Seven of Swords, again, Pisces, you're soft. And I mean that in the nicest way, because I'm Pisces. And I'm badass motherfucker. But I'm soft. I'm soft as shit. Like, I'm so sensitive. So as you're moving into these new timelines and it's like, you're really happy and like you're really excited and you're like, anything's possible. That it's like, you might just take everything as like being equal to that really like pure, innocent energy that like you're holding on right now. And they don't want you to get upset when some of these people are like not in alignment with your inner self, and then you get depressed and then you get all mopey and then you're like, I hate everything, another week's out for me. Like, I know I'm Pisces. I've been Pisces for 30 years. I know how it goes. So listen to me. Hi, Off-Core. Your daughter has fireworks too. Don't show your behind. 2 months pregnant. Ah, look at that. Look at that. I love this deck. This deck is so cute. I'm like adoring it. The cards are really like slippery though. You know, it's like when you get a, ooh, 10 of Pentacles. When you get a new deck, and it's like the cards aren't like worn in yet, so they're kind of like sliding around. It's a little bit like that. Who's next? Who's it gonna be? Scorpio. They must sense Rob is gearing up for his live stream. I almost didn't do this stream because I saw on the community page that Rob was going live for like mini personals in like an hour or so. But I was like, you know what? I am gonna come on because that will be fun. I'll do my stream and then we'll roll over and we'll do Rob's stream. That's a twofer. Can't get much better than that. Cough, cough, Rob. Oh, Court, it's so funny because I was talking to him yesterday, and I was like, we were trying to summon you in the live stream. I was like, and Corey was meditating, and he said that they told him you were busy, and he was like, actually, I was busy. My folks were over. I was making pizza, and I was like, ah, look at that. I was like, that's perfect. That's perfect. All right, Scorpio. Oh, okay. You have a little slider over here. 8 of Cups. Okay, Scorpio. You're climbing up the mountain. I love the imagery on these cards. You're climbing up the mountain. You may be redirecting in a different way. You may have been trying to move horizontally, realizing that it was actually better for you to leave some of the excess. You might be finding this week it might be better for you to leave some of like the excess stuff behind and almost go like straight up. Straight up. It almost seems like, who is this, Rob? Rob's Tarot. Rob's Tarot, Carrie. We love Rob. Rob is like he's like my psychic brother. He's my buddy. We started our channels within like 4 days of each other. And when San Tarot had shouted me out, she shouted Rob out in the same video. So we started our channels at the same time. We've like moved, like, it's great. It's great. He's the best. Rob is the best. Princess of Swords. Someone may be coming in with information, like much needed information to help you get up this mountain as well this week, Scorpio. Because you see how she's in the air? And the coloring of her sky is the same coloring as your mountain. So there may be some like much needed assistance, advice, maybe even business advice coming in, especially because it's swords and pentacles. So that's kind of thought and very kind of work focused for you. You may be realizing that you've been doing like too much, that you can, there's like a way to work smarter and not harder for you this week. You're welcome, Carrie. Hi, Amelia. He's a wizard. Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you might have been moving horizontally and then getting frustrated, getting like emotionally a little bit overwhelmed, not making the progress that you wanted. But it could just be because there's a way for you to work smarter and not harder. Yeah, because the Page of Pentacles is in reverse. So that might be what it is. It's like putting in more work than you actually need to. Yeah, because the High Priestess is in reverse with Death upright. So that just tells me that you might have, if it's a passion project, if you're running your own business, you might have just snapped in too much of the workhorse mentality, snapped in too much of like the hamster wheel, just through like brute force and sheer will. Whereas if you pay closer attention to your intuition, it'll actually find like little nooks and crannies where you'll find more expansion, all that Jupiter energy. And I've been talking this past week in the Zodiac readings about becoming our own Jupiter, our own expander. But I like that Death is here because that indicates a transformation of your internal High Priest, meaning that you are moving back in to the power of your subconscious and moving out of your body, right? That kind of ego, like instinct, like survival instinct kind of mode. So that's really good. I like that very much for you. Three of Pentacles. Beautiful. Beautiful. And this feels very connected to this Princess of Swords too, right? It's like seeing how someone else did it in a more efficient way. There's something about making your process more efficient this week, which I think will take a lot of pressure off you, Scorpio, and just make whatever you're doing a lot more enjoyable, right? Because when we put too much pressure on ourselves, our blessings become a burden, and then they're not blessings anymore, right? So that's good. I like that. Hi, Amelia. Scorpios are masters at working smarter. They do have, like a very secret, it's a very, like, hidden competitive edge, though. Scorpios actually can be very competitive, because they know that they're smarter than everyone else in the room, right? So they do kind of tap into that as well. And that's the thing that'll, like, throw them on the hamster wheel, you know? It's like just to spite them. Just to spite them, in case anyone thinks that, like, Scorpio's not the... I got Scorpio in the second house. So in my mood is in Sagittarius, but in my Vedic chart, and I've told you guys before, as I get older, I resonate more with my Vedic chart than I do with my tropical chart. So in my Vedic chart, my moon is in Scorpio. So I get it. I get it. This girl's just so slippery. Alright, let's see who's next. Bada. Capricorn. Capricorn had a little bit of a wild reading. Leo had a pretty wild reading this week as well. These just flow out. Nine of Cups in reverse, and then the Four of Swords. You know, Capricorn, you're such a natural workhorse that over the last few months, I've noticed Spirit with the Capricorn Collective really try and get you to find more of like a work-life balance, release some of that control, all of that kind of stuff. And I think that you've done that, and I actually think you've really risen to that occasion, and done that quite successfully. But I also think there is something about you tapping into your true nature this week and realizing that, like, you are a badass workhorse, because it's almost like, okay, I'm sick of sitting in my feminine energy now. Like, I understand release, I understand surrender, I understand divine timing, but I also understand that, like, I really pride myself in a hard day's work. and then doing that, right? And so I think this week you're moving back in to work, because they're almost showing me like the Eight of Pentacles in my mind. Capricorn, my North Node's in Capricorn, so I get it. I've quite a few little hidden Capricorn placements. But I think this is you realizing, okay, you know what? I can remember to take care of myself. I can remember to rest. I can remember to submit to divine timing and surrender and, you know, not stress so much. But I also have to submit to like, what is my authentic self, which is a worker, right? And so this is the, okay, I've rested enough. I understand God will bring it to me when like it's meant to be mine, but I also know that like I need to be a little bit more active in it. Like it's the idea of I want to feel like I've done everything that I could do, right? To what's the right word? What's the right word? Facilitate. Thank you. Facilitate your own success. Hi, Soul Explorer. Hi, Natalia. Princess of Swords. She's coming out a lot. The King of Wands and the Page of Swords has been coming out a lot. Yesterday it came out a lot too. And this is, it feels like this is you. It's like going back in. It's heading back in with that Swords energy being very kind of like logical, right? It's like, again, and I keep talking about finding this practical, rational, and also expansive and spiritual kind of balance. And it's almost like, what are you playing me? Don't call it a comeback. And it's almost like you thought you saw the last of me. This is what Capricorn feels like. I thought you thought you saw the last of me. I'm back, bitch. It's Brittany. I'm back. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. The Hierophant in reverse, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So breaking out of what you traditionally do. So I think upon this like re-entry that you're having this week, Capricorn, people may be expecting you to come back in the manner in which they saw you leave. But you've remixed it because you've integrated all of these new energies and all of these new mindsets. And it's having you move a little bit differently. Very interesting, Capricorn. Very interesting. Ooh. Ooh, Capricorn. Look at that. We got bees in the honeycomb. Bees in the house. Bees in the house. I'm in a funny energy. And for those of you that are popping in now, you can scroll back to the beginning of this live and receive the energy clearing and reset that I did at the beginning, if you feel so guided to do so. We'll see who's coming next. Bees in the chat. Bees in the chat. You can tell I went to college in Jersey City sometimes. Anybody who knows like New Jersey, if you know Jersey City, spend 5 minutes with me and you can tell that that is where I went to college for many years. Taurus. Le Hierophant. Charlize is so funny. Charlize is always sending me songs. It'll be like a gospel song and then it'll be like a rap song. Like her and my guides have like the same radio station. It's the funniest thing. I love it. So Ariel, why are you awake? Because I summoned you into my lair. Just in time. I did Aries second, by the way. The Aries reading was whatever you're working on this week, whatever like exciting, whatever comes to your mind, just enjoy it and just savor it and don't tell anyone about it. I feel like I need to update you on the Aries. Hi, Jilly Bean. It's 5:30 in the morning. That's wild. Good for you. I need to start getting up earlier. But I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was up for a while and I was pissed off. I had a real funky dream. I had to do like energy work at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I was able to go back to sleep. It really annoyed me. I was like, it's not the time for this. Ping! Alright, Taurus. Let's see what's going on for you. My little bulls. Seven of Cups. Interesting. Look at you diving into all of these options. I actually like this. This doesn't feel so much like confusion or temptation. It feels like trying things on. And there is like a buried treasure kind of aspect to this energy as well. Trying on things that maybe you didn't think normally you would like. I summoned you. That normally things that you wouldn't think would fit you, or things that you wouldn't like, just to like, it's like try it on for size. Again, it's part of this kind of expansive energy that I feel like everyone is really taking on right now. It's like when you go to a store and you're like, I don't think bell bottoms would look good on me. I always wear skinny jeans. Someone's like, well, just try them on and see. And then you're like, wow, these would make my ass look amazing, right? Or you go and you try like a different kind of cuisine, right? You're like, I'm not really into Ethiopian food. I don't really like Indian. And you're like, are you sure though? And you try it and you're like, wow, I love curry. Turns out. Like, it's that kind of thing, like finding, kind of just throwing everything at the wall this week, Taurus, and just seeing like what fits you and what feels good and what you enjoy. Because there is a sense that like your tastes, second house, like your tastes may have matured or changed or expanded, and figuring out your likes and your dislikes. Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, beautiful. Really breaking out of those preconceived notions. That's for me. That's not for me. No, I like that. That's normally what I do. Well, you're becoming a new normal. My facial expression. I can't hide anything on my face, ever. I've never been able to do that. Someone's like, Lauren, you want to do that? I'm like, yeah, I'd love to. And they're like, what? I don't know. Very expressive. Can you tell I did theater as a kid? Four of Wands. Look at this. Something just came in sunbathing. Maybe you want to get some extra vitamin D this week, Taurus. There's like a sense of relief here, though. It's like you dive in, you explore some new things, realizing that it's okay to change your tastes. It's okay to change your mind, to allow yourself to enjoy things that maybe you didn't think you liked at one point, or to stop enjoying things that don't resonate with you anymore, and then kind of sit here and you're like, wow, okay, these are the four pieces that I do like. These are my new four corners. Like, this is where I want to sit right now. And it might be something different, again, than what you thought you'd be doing, right? I love to use my channel as an example of that. Like, I didn't ever think I'd be doing this. I was a bartender for 10 years. And in my mind, I was like, if I ever leave bartending, I'm going to open a bakery. Like, I'm a baker. That's what I do. I'm going to make cookies and cakes and stuff. No, turns out, here I am. You know, do you know what I mean? That's something I ever thought, like, that I would be doing. So it's a little bit of that energy. With the King of Wands coming out, Mr. King of Wands coming out all week. I suspect we're going to see him a lot this coming week as well, which is looking forward with new passion, new drive, new determination, like making plans. I always see the King of Wands as like a planner, right? And it's like, now I have new plans. Now I have new pieces. Now I have new elements that I didn't know that I liked. It's like it feels like a whole new project. Something all brand new. That new Taurus smell this week. That's awesome. You're literally decluttering your wardrobe right now. That's a really good sign, actually. When Spirit has you declutter things, whether it's clothes, a junk drawer, like whatever it is, clean up stuff, it's usually a sign that they want you to make room for them to bring in new things for you. It's so theatrical. I was once an extra in Annie in theater as a kid, and I had no speaking lines, but at the end of it, someone came up to me and they were like, you were the most expressive orphan that I've ever seen. And I was like, thank you so much. Like, such a dork. No speaking lines, but the most facial expressions. We got some stars over here. We got a collection of theater kids. Guilty of theater. Oh, you did theater too? I was the Emperor in Emperor No Clothes. I used to love that book. I used to love that story at 11 years old. Oh yeah, I was in the Nutcracker. Like I was in the Lion King. I was in Chicago. Like I was in the choir at my Catholic school, and I danced too. So I was in like a performing arts company where we did like the Count Basie. Like I was a cheerleader. I was captain of my cheerleading squad. Like, I was a performer. Like, I really was. Mars and Leo. So, yes, King of Wands energy. That's a great placement. My Mars is in Gemini. So, there is not a debate that, like, I will not enjoy. Not a single one. I'm not the one to debate anything with. I will debate against my own argument just to prove that I can. Like, that's the kind of stubborn I am. That's really combining with that Capricorn North node I got. I woke up at 6, was dreaming that I was trying to teach hubby and sister about vibrations. Went outside and saw a blue jay and a cardinal. That's awesome. I keep saying I haven't seen a lot of blue jays and cardinals in the back, which normally I see a lot of, but I've been seeing a lot of robins, a lot of sparrows, and a lot of like blackbirds, a lot of starlings. Making space. Once I fell asleep on a stage during a show where I was like, that's hysterical. Dance major, that's cool. My goal originally when I was younger, I wasn't going to go to college. I was going to go to the American Ballet Academy. But then I broke both, Charlize, Cancer. But then I broke both of my knees and I spent a year in a wheelchair and all the muscles in my leg atrophied and they had to re-teach me how to walk. And then I thought, now is a good time to start hitting the books. And that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. I'm a competitive dancer. I know, Ariel, because you're my soul sister. You need to be dancing. Yeah. It's so hectic. It's so hectic. It's like when I did my shadow work video, and I thought to myself, I was like, there's so much crazy shit that I did not. I might have to do another shadow work video. But yeah, I had to relearn how to walk in the 8th grade. That's how I got kicked out of Catholic school. I got kicked out of Catholic. I broke both my knees, spent a year in a wheelchair, had to relearn how to walk, and then I got kicked out of Catholic school, and then I had to redo all of 8th grade in like 4 weeks at a new school that took me, retake my Terra Novas, and that was all within like just my 8th grade year. Just my 8th grade year. So when I say that truly nothing can kill me but the Lord, like I ain't going nowhere until the good Lord calls me home, I mean that shit. Like, I mean it. I mean it down to my bone marrow. I know, it was a horrible injury, but I got knee surgery, and the scar that I have on my knee, if you look at it upside down, it looks like a winking smiley face, and that amuses me. So, I got something out of it. And honestly, it really worked out for me, because I got to read all the Harry Potter books when I broke my knee. Do you guys remember MuggleNet? Like the Harry Potter interactive site, MuggleNet? I got to teach herbology on MuggleNet when my knees were broken. Like, there's some good stuff that came out of there. There was. So there's some really shitty stuff, but there's some good stuff. There's some silver linings. There are some silver linings. Hey, Aqua. How you doing? I slept in 10-year alcohol drug. Yeah, I was a raging pothead for over a decade, so I hear you. No wonder you're so wise. Wisdom comes out of all these crazy experiences. I know. But I'm getting real here. What's this, Cancer? Let me see you. The universe. Okay. Judith, they're playing me that song. In the universe. What is that movie? Someone knows. One of you are gonna tell me. They did a live one of it, like with Evan Rachel Wood. Bum 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 bum. Interesting. This is the world card, but it's the universe. Look how. Are you shitting me right now? Don't be throwing cards at me. I'm trying to like be excited for you. Hold, please. There's like a really abundant energy here, and I think there's something about you like slipping into the ether. Something about you slipping into the like abundant universe this year. This year, interesting. There's only 6 months left, but this week, and I'm noticing there's like these two little wands. Do you see above and below you? It's this idea of realigning your equilibrium like to your higher self. I feel like you're gonna start embodying more aspects of your higher self this week. And it also feels very unbothered. It's like a very que sera kind of energy. Prince of Cups. Look at this. there is very much of a, when it rains, it pours. And like, see these fish? It's like fish kind of swim in schools. You naturally become like a lot more like magnetic this week as well. And if you notice, this cup is like directly in front of your face. So it's only focusing your energy, only feeding your energy towards the things that you love, the feeling of love, being really like generous of spirit this week. It's like you're almost more spirit this week than body. Does that make sense? And now they're playing me that Death Cab for Cutie song, When Soul Meets Body. I can't believe it's true. There are runs left in both of our shoes. 6 of Wands, Cancer. 6 of Wands. There's also a really big magician energy. Like a lot of like alchemy mastery this week coming in for you as well, as you tap in to these kind of more expansive universal energies. You become much more interesting. You become much more magnetic, and there's an idea of you being able to alchemize more efficiently this week, like mold energy into what you would like it to be. And there's also idea of very quickly and specifically manifesting things. Like you want it and it's there. It's almost like Ariana Grande. I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. It's cool. It's really cool. 6 of Cups, too. Look at that. That's soulmate energy. That's tribe. This also feels like an external energy, like people coming to you, like in reverence with like a lot of like admiration and respect. Like, Cancer, teach me how to fill my cup, right? It's like all the stuff is floating out of my cup. Can you teach me how to get more stuff into my cup? So you're filling up other people's cups this week too. That's beautiful. That's so nice. Oh, Cancer. Cancers has like some of the hardest readings in like the last 6 months that I've done. And so that makes me really happy to see. Oh, my little Krabby Patties. Makes me so happy. Fly me to the moon. Working on healing heart chakra. Archangel Raphael is really good for that as well. My boy, Raphael. We need more cowbell. I got a bowl. You wanna hit the bowl? Watch me get a strike like Cindy. I can't believe they did that to her. I'm trying to fuck with Cindy. Sagittarius. Ooh. Saggy. Been saying trust yourself. Everything you want is already yours every day. I love you too, Natalia. You do have to trust yourself. For some reason, we get this idea that we can't trust ourselves, and like I wonder sometimes if it comes from this idea that because we've made mistakes in the past that it means we're not trustworthy people. Like we, as a collective, give ourselves absolutely no credit for all of the work that like we've done on ourselves, right? Then that came out a lot in the Leo reading that I just did yesterday. Fly me to the moon, let me sail above the stars. Let me see what life is like on Jupiter and Mars. I saw a TikTok earlier about someone saying Frank Sinatra was a witch. She was like, I will die on this hill. Frank Sinatra was a witch. And I was like, maybe. Like, I don't know. It's a fun idea, though. I don't think so, but way too peaceful to be a cowbell. I should get a bell. Like at the bar, like when I used to work at the bar and someone would like tip you a lot and be like, dang, and you'd hit the bell. And I'd smile and hand you a Miller Lite. It's good times. 5 of Swords, Sagittarius. This is interesting. I'm wondering which side of this card you're on. I'm wondering if like you're down here and there's someone up here and like you are asking them for a piece of advice or support, like something of like what they have to like help you get on their level. But it could be the opposite as well, because he looks a little annoyed up here. So there's almost something about like a free ride. There's this energy of like a free ride. Like you're up here, like you had to sacrifice like a lot of excess, like you had to work, like there's no ladder, right? So it took you a long time to like hop up here on this level. And there are people down here that like have more than like what you have or what you started out with, but somehow they still want you to help them up here, and you're kind of looking at them a little bit annoyed, almost like you can't skip steps. You can't skip steps. Like, there's no shortcut. Like, you have to make your way up here like I did. And the way that you do it is you have to become lighter. You have to give up one of those swords, right? It's almost like a perspective. It's an idea. It's a limitation. It's a blockage. Like, you have to release a blockage so that way you're light enough to jump up here like I did. It's not the idea of, like, not wanting to be generous or not wanting to help people. It's the idea of whatever you've accomplished for yourself, it was hard work. There was hard work that had to get put into it, and like there's no shortcut, like there's no like not QuickBooks, but Spark Notes. Thank you. Short circuited. There's no like Spark Notes, there's no easy way out, like there's no shortcut. You're like, you have to drop one of your swords and then you'll be able to hop up here like I did. Like I can't come down there and get you. It's that kind of thing. It is easier to see King of Wands again, yeah, and it's in reverse, which can sometimes speak of like a little bit of ego. There's like a sense of entitlement. There may be people that are coming to you this week, Saggy, that like feel a little bit entitled, and you're like, listen, you're not entitled to my time. Like I don't have any like special knowledge that like you can't figure out for yourself through hard work, through release, surrender, through research, like whatever it is. It's like impulsive, like it's like you can't be impulsive, like you can keep hopping but you're gonna be too heavy, like it's that kind of thing. And again, the King of Wands makes a lot of plans and he sees them through, so there's an element of consistency as well. So people might be looking at you going, well, how did you get up there? And you're like, because I never stopped. I had to stay consistent. And you can get up here too. There's blessings for everyone, but like you need to stay consistent as well. The morning, it's a new day, so there's 2 extra cards in this deck. One's the morning and one's the night, and this is like the dawn of a new morning, Sunday morning. And this is about new opportunities, new beginnings, new projects, right? And light, morning, sun. It's about illumination, right? And that might be one of these swords that they need to drop, right? It's like you have to approach this in a new way. And that's how I did it, and that's what worked for me, but I can't do it for you. Like, I can't take your test for you. So people might be a little frustrated with you this week, but that's not really your fault. It's not really your fault at all. And there is also something about the pride one can take in oneself when they are fully embodying their agency, right? It's like teach a man to fish kind of thing, and they'll take more pride in themselves. And sometimes, again, we always want to be generous of spirit. We always want to help people when we can. But when we deny them the ability to prove to themselves that they can do it, right, we're really doing them a disservice more than we are helping them. The avatar is glitched. But just, do not come in here with all those 5s. Do not come in here with all those 5s for me. I've been seeing Ace of Swords. They're like, Lauren, pay attention to the 5s. I'm like, I don't want to. Spirit said, take a sip. Change. Libra. I love my Libras. We got any Libras in the house? I'm a rising Libra. Oh, I'm hungry. Apparently I'm hungry. 856, 85%. I love Emmy Evolving. Emmy Evolving always does that. She's always like 88 people in the chat at like 8:22 on the clock, and then she does all of like the sacred numerology math. I love Emmy Evolving. She does a lot of energy work. She's helped me so much just by watching her channel. She's amazing. Your south node's in Libra. So what does that make your north node? Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus. Taurus, so you're a Taurus north node? No Libras in the house, but I'm glad we watched the first one. Oh, a Libra moon. That's a great moon placement. Oh, so balanced in here. I think it's Taurus. I think that makes sure. I think it makes your north node in Taurus. I'm pretty sure it's 7. Could be wrong though. I could be wrong. Nope, Aries. I was close. Yeah, I would love a Libra moon. That sounds peaceful. That sounds nice. It really sounds nice. You probably second guess like your own instincts sometimes, like weighing it on the scales, but my moon's in Sagittarius, so girl runs hot. Girl runs feisty. I got a lot of fire in my chart. Ooh, the full Libra. Beautiful. What a beautiful way to start out. Leap of faith. It's very like a heads up. It's like a don't look down. Don't look down. Just keep on walking. Isn't that a song? Katie Tunstall, the black horse and the cherry tree. He said, don't look down, just keep on walking. Woo. Woo. The other scales over here. I need that balance. Well, I mean, everyone has a 7th house, so everyone has the Libra energy. It's Venusian. Venus is in Cancer right now, so everyone's really thinking about like stability, comfort, commitments into the morning. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at this. Wow. No fear. No fear is not a factor for you this week, Libra. You don't even care. You have the 10 of Wands coming out, but he doesn't look burdened by it. It's not, 10 of Wands normally a card of like too much on your plate, overburdened. It's like usually in this big pile. But you see how it's like the sticks are separated? So there's an ability for you to also manage your time this week. You're managing your time and your responsibilities, so it's not so much of like a heavy load, right? It's almost the idea that these sticks like were in one big chunk and you like cut them in half. You like snapped them over your leg to make it easier for transport. It's not letting anything slow you down. Because it's almost like this like hypnotic kind of energy moving forward into these new things with the 7 of Cups, right? So it's like these new options. It's like any issues that you're having, I think you feel really confident this week that like there is a solution for every problem, and taking things in, just taking them as they come as well. Not trying to figure out the entire picture all at once, just taking it as it comes. That's really nice. That's really, really nice. With Justice. Okay, Libra, come through in your own reading. Come through in your own reading. Here we go. Yes. Beautiful. Mwah. I love that. Good. That makes me happy. You're going to be just fine. Be just fine this week. Okay. Okay. Libra Mercury. And Libra and Mars. That's nice. Jupiter and Libra. My Jupiter's in Leo. Bees in the house. Bees in the house. Such a bit. All right. I think we're really making our way now. 1, 2. Yeah, only 3 signs left. Okay. We're making good time, y'all. Who's it gonna be? Flew over here. Gemini. Gemini. Happy birthday, Gemini. I love my Geminis. I will go to bed. Geminis catch a lot of shit. Geminis catch a lot of shit. But I love Geminis. No, I didn't do Virgo yet. I have Leo and I have Virgo next. Don't shake that cup. I love my little Zodiac cup. I'm thinking about painting it. I've been really into painting lately, so I'm thinking about painting it. It's just a thought that I have. But I'm not very good at painting. And that annoys me. I don't like doing stuff that I'm not good at, because I'm like type A personality kind of person. But I'm practicing. I'm trying. I'm trying to get better at drawing trees. It's really not going that well. But I'm trying. I'm practicing. Gemini moon. Ooh. I'm so in my Gemini right now. That's so funny. I'm a Gemini Mars. God help me. God help me. Shaking the cup. Shaking the cup. It always reminds me of that audio on TikTok. Spare change? Anyone got some spare change? I gotta get off TikTok. It is combatant over there. It really is. People really be trying it on TikTok. I had to block someone on TikTok today. It was wild. This morning. I cannot shake this table. There's way too much shit on this desk. I got 4 lamps. I got my laptop. I got pens. I got a Himalayan salt lamp. I got a candle. I got Tibetan singing bowls. I got the air diffuser over here that Ariel sent me of my wish list. I got incense. I got way too much stuff to be shaking this table. I cannot shake that table. There's no table shaking in this house. Nope. Nope. Okay, so about knocking? Knocking. Knock on the door? Knock on the door. King of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. They're playing me that Mac Miller song. Some crazy ass kids coming knocking on your door. Let them in. Let them in. Let them in. Opportunities? Some kind of opportunities. This is you. King of Swords. This is you, Jemmy. You're really side-eyeing people. Thanks, Corey. Thank you, Corey. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You're you're so funny. You're really side-eyeing people over here. That's interesting. I don't think you want to open your door. It's almost like there are people over here like, hey, can we get Gemini's attention? Like, let's light some shit on fire. Three of Pentacles. Let's work together as a group and we'll do something to get Gemini's attention. And meanwhile, Gemini, you're like, I can set myself on fire just fine. You're like not even paying attention to them. But, and again, it's like I'm reading off of the split. I'm not even sure, I'm just reading out of the split. So again, there is something about splitting. And just like a door, like some people are on one side and other people are on the other side. Because the next card that comes out is Temperance. So there is something about balance here. And then the Queen is, and then the Ten of Cups. You want to talk to me right now, Gemini? Gemini. Listen, this King and Queen of Swords can be like you feeling really unified and whole in your own energy and just really focusing on like your own emotional balance, satisfaction, like all of that kind of stuff, and not really interested in any superficial relationships, friendships, like anything that like isn't like super important to you. It's not going to really add value. It's just like a distraction. Anything that's a distraction, you don't really want to pay attention to. But this could also be, it reminds me of those situations when like you, like no one wants to like hang out with you, no one wants to talk to you, and then the second you get into a relationship, like all of a sudden all these people come out of the woodwork, right? Or it's like work is kind of slow, and it's like you can't get someone to like book a reading or like get new clients in or get a promotion, and then as soon as you focus on something else, all of a sudden work gets real. It's like there is that kind of energy like a little bit here, but there might be like a good match coming in for you this week potentially. I mean, there technically aren't. I mean, there's the Ten of Cups. I'm not seeing like the Two of Cups or like the Lovas or like anything like that. But potentially you might just feel really happy like in your soul tribe, like with your friends, Charlie's, like with your friends, or maybe you met someone that you could see as being like a good match for you, kind of like on the same level, and you just want to focus on that, right? It's not spreading your energy too thin. Temperance, you want to focus on one thing at a time. High Priestess, so I'm not wrong. And Death, Transformation, and the Six of Wands. Shit. Okay, Gemini. Get on with your bad self. You're also redefining what you see as being successful. And I think that might be, though, you're on one side and I'm on the other. It's a little bit like a Sadie Hawkins stance. The way other people are defining success, community, it's different than how you're doing it now. Successfully following your instincts is true success. Feeling satisfied in the work that you're doing, even if it's not as monetarily as abundant as what other people are doing. You're totally redefining what is a good match for you, whether it's in business or in pleasure. And a lot of that has to do with emotional fulfillment and balance. Wanting to have like wholeness in your life and not having all of your attention directed in just one area. Being able to spread the wealth, but only to those that can truly see its value. Fascinating. Fascinating, Gemini. Okay. I know that's right. Spirit, leave it. Amy, stop telling my business. Hi, Maria. Somebody, what? Girl, my crystal grid looks like it vomited crystals everywhere. I am side-eyeing. You guys are so funny. I keep grabbing part of my Gemini by the throat. We fight when I'm visiting the dark side. You like this deck? It is the... We had a card just fly out over here. Interesting. It's the Cosmic Slumber. I got 2 new decks in the mail yesterday by the Bliss family, Helen and Adam, and then Chloe sent me a new deck too. Getting so many new decks. I had to reorganize my my collection down there last night, and I was like, look at all my new decks. I was like, it's like Christmas. I was so excited. I was like, I feel so spoiled. It's very exciting. I was like, ooh, I can mix this deck with that deck. Like I was like a kid in a candy shop. I was like, I gotta do more reading so I can use all these decks. So fun. I love it. I love it. I'm so excited. I really like that. I just love different decks as well because they're interpreted so differently. Like I love the way this 5 of Swords looks. Like it's just each deck like tells a different story, and I love that. And of everyone that sent me decks in like the last 2 weeks, I got equal amounts Oracle decks and equal amount Tarot decks, and that is exciting for me too. It's really, I'm just very excited. You can tell when my cheeks get all big, I'm like, woo! Let's see, 2 more. Leo. Come on through, Leo. Yeah. When you're in alignment with soul, people support you. It's the greatest part of this journey. Yeah, absolutely. Did you just say, uh-oh? Oh, you're a Leo, right? You're a Leo. And I love the Elemental Oracle. I love it. I was using it for someone the other day on a personal reading, and it was like, it came in so clutch for me. I very much appreciate you. I'm a first house Leo. The moon in reverse. Okay, so you're getting clear about something. Figured out. You might have been wondering about something. You're understanding it now. It feels like a missing piece. Like a missing piece. It doesn't feel like ain't nobody got all the pieces of the puzzle, but it feels like you got another piece of the puzzle. And the Fool. This feels very direction focused. A piece of the puzzle, like where to take an educated risk, a calculated risk. You might have been playing around with like a few different options, and all of them might have seemed like pretty good, but not really sure like which one was like worth the calculated risk. But you got like a piece. It might have been like a confirming piece, like you needed that one last little confirmation. She like stopped me in my track. I was like, ooh, what's this? 6 of Cups in reverse. So it ain't backwards. That's for sure. It actually feels like you're stepping over the 6 of Cups in reverse. It also feels like there was like an option presented to you, even if it was just in theory, like something, someone, an opportunity from the past to like revisit, and it was almost like you were given an option like, Leo, like you can do that. You absolutely can do that if you want to. But there's also these options over here. Both are okay. Both is whatever you want to do, but like you decide, and really kind of having to like weigh those outcomes. And again, it feels like there was like a piece of the puzzle or like a confirmation. Somebody might have just even said something to you that you were like, that confirms I'm not going back there. Like it's that kind of energy. What did I say? Sideways. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. It's on its side, and for me, when cards come out on their side, that talks, for me personally, about a lot of free will, right? And I think that the idea, Leo, of you taking the bigger risk of something new, waiting for someone new, something that you haven't already done before. Again, it is a calculated risk, but there's something about it that it's less confusing because it's new. There's no baggage. You're not having to work through like the old devil aspects of it. Like there's nothing to repair. There's the idea of like getting like something new that doesn't need repair or recovery or something like that as well. Because I'm just looking at the Seven of Cups, and it almost looks like, as opposed to one of the signs that I did earlier where it was a Taurus, when it was like going through all the options, it actually looks like you jump in the water, and when you do it, you release all of these cups. Like you release all of the confusion, you release all of the options, all the plan Bs, all of the, well, maybe over here, maybe I could go back to them or that, and just free. Just like a Nelly Furtado song, just like free like a bird. Like it's makes more sense for you to almost start from scratch, wait for a brand new person, wait for a brand new opportunity, than to try and patch up, right? Something, Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, then try and patch up. It's just better. Look at that, Seven of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck with the Seven of Pentacles. Again, it's just like releasing the pure intention, really creating that space to allow the right person, the right opportunity, the right movement, the right blessing to come to you. It's like getting a new car as opposed to like getting a used car, like kind of thing. Not that there's anything wrong with an old like used car, but it's the idea of, again, I don't want to have to fix it. I don't want to have to repair it. I don't want a relationship or an opportunity that feels like IKEA furniture, because I don't read Swedish. Like, just give me something brand new. Yeah. With the Ten of Pentacles underneath that. Beautiful. Beautiful. And the Six of Wands underneath that. Okay. Okay. That sounds a lot like me too, honestly. I get that. I have quite a few Leo placements, so I get that. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I don't need it. I don't need it. New bandwidth needs new energy. Yeah, absolutely. Feels like a Nelly Furtado song. Yeah. I'm a dork. I don't know what to say. I'm like a bird. I only fly away. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my home is. But baby, all I need for you to know. My Mercury is in Pisces, which apparently is not a great placement for Mercury to be in, is in Pisces. I think it's, I forget what they say. It's diluted, or it's like, apparently Mercury in Pisces is not a good placement for communication and stuff like that. Which I guess makes sense with like Pisces energy. But in terms of like my houses, I have Virgo in the 12th house, which is why like I'm so like specific, and I always find these like little tiny details in like all of my readings, which actually does help me communicate. And like, again, I have a rising Libra, so I'm able to, and my Mars is in Gemini, so even if like I'm not making any sense, I find a way to make it make sense, right? And because Pisces is a water sign, even if it isn't like a very strong placement in Mercury, which rules communication, I can at the very least find like the emotional component that then resonates and makes sense with people. Do I have a flipper? I do not have a flipper. All right. Virgo. Virgo, you're last, but you're not least. You're never least in my book. I love my Virgos. My Virgos in the honeycomb are ride or dies. Virgos always come through for me. And 0 Fs were given by Charlize. And she should have seen me trying to give an F. I get it. I get it. Every day I wake up and I allot myself, like, no more, maximum 2 fucks. And I use them real sparingly. Sometimes I don't use them at all. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I'm gonna use a fuck today. And then by the time I have coffee, I'm like, I was just under caffeinated. I'm fine. I'm fine. Hold on while I gather myself. Please excuse me while I internally scream into the void. Your mom's a Virgo. Oh, okay. Hello, birdie. It's like this morning when I got on TikTok and someone like said something sideways to me. And I was like in bed, like all just like, and I was like, I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna tell this person, I'm gonna tell them a thing or two. And then I was like, I don't even care. I was like, who is this person? I'm not throwing my pearls to swine. So I just blocked him and I deleted his comment because it didn't even make any sense anyway. But again, I got a lot of fire in my chart, so I'm like, oh my God, it's not worth my energy. It's not worth my energy. Some grown-ass man. I don't need your shit. Mars and Gemini, block, block, block. I know. I'm not the one. That's why I tell everyone all the time, like, try Jesus. Don't try me. I'm not the one or the two or the three. I'm just not. I'm not. That's why that's why I need Jesus. Like, because Jesus keeps me from just, like, freaking out on people. The pen is mightier than the sword. So I gotta chill out. I'm like, Lord, please give me strength. Give me strength. Every morning, I'm like, please give me discernment. Please give me discernment and wisdom, because I need it. 4 swords in reverse, Virgo. Okay, so you're coming out of rest. You're coming out of recovery. I think everyone's been in a little bit of, like, hermit mode the last 2 weeks. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. It's the idea of, in order to really come out of stagnation, in order to come out of rest, you have to give up some shit, right? And that could be lack mindset. Could just be, like, wallowing, like, depression, like, just being, like, bummed out about stuff that, like, you really don't have any control of, right? It's like, I'm gonna do what I can with what I can control, but what I can't control, I'm not gonna stress about it, because there's no use, right? Worry is like a rocking chair. It'll give you something to do, but you don't actually get anywhere. The moon. The moon. All right. And it's one of those things, like, I don't know if this is gonna work. It's kind of like a shot in the dark. You're like, I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if this is gonna help the situation, but you know what? Here. You take it. Like, you take this stuff. If this is what you feel like I need to give up, fine. Because it's bothering me anyway. Like, I don't know where we're going. I don't know how this is going to work out. But when you sit in that energy, you allow yourself room to be pleasantly surprised by the divine. God likes to surprise people. People forget that. He likes pleasant surprises. Skateboard with 3 wheels. Going nowhere really fast. The Magician in reverse. Yeah, not really sure. Because you know what it is? When you keep these 5 pentacles, those are like the items that you have on your table, like the Magician has, right? But they're all the same. It's not like you have one of each element. Whoa, now we're shaking the table. It's not like you have an aspect of each element able to combine, subtract, alchemize. I think this is you realizing, like, the only shit that I have is stress, worry, trying to control, trying to micromanage, and I can't do anything with that. At least not the way I've been going. I've sat, I've rested, I've waited. So you know what? You take it. You take it. Yeah, shake it off. It's like that Florence and the Machine song. It's hard to dance with the devil on your back. So just shake it off. Shake it off. There is like a sigh of relief there too. Beautiful. Beautiful. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. It feels like you're feeling a lot freer. You're feeling a lot freer now, able to move forward, like a lot more passionately as well, because there's not so much stress and worry kind of weighing you down. 10 of Cups. Yeah, I think you're focusing more on the internal, the emotional aspects this week more than the physical or the material ones, right? And the Sun at the top of the deck. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. It's really holding that space to allow yourself to be pleasantly surprised. Bye, Jilly. Thank you. Just moving towards healing, moving towards more optimism, a glass half full situation. It's not about what it looks like. It's about how it feels for you this week, Virgo, right? That's why we walk by faith and not by sight, because sight be lying to you all the time, right? But faith is a fertilizer. It's miracle grow. So even if you're not working on something specific, even if you're just trying to harness the energy of just being more optimistic and feeling more peaceful, right? That in and of itself removes the blockages of resistance around you. And that allows you to be open and receptive to receiving abundance, to receiving fulfillment, emotional support, kindness, pleasant surprises, right? The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. Sometimes happiness is a choice, right? And I think that you're figuring that out this week. And that's really beautiful. That's really beautiful, Virgo. So, we did it. We did it. So we'll sit here for another couple minutes and unwind a little bit, and then we'll go summon Rob. Because I'm sure he's just about starting if he hasn't started already. Now the song's stuck in my head. It's hard to dance with the devil on your back, so shake him off. Ooh, oh. Cause I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. Yeah, he didn't start yet. Ooh, the Empress. Ooh, I must be doing a good job today. Okay, Lauren. Okay, Lauren. I like it. I like it a lot. Who's going to Rob? I'm going to go to Rob after this, as soon as he's done. Or as soon as I'm done. We're going to hang out. It's a twofer. It's a twofer today. It's a nice Sunday. We're all going to meet up at Rob's. It's the after party. Ain't no party like an S Club party, because an S Club party don't stop. Oh, thanks, Natalia. I'm glad. Oh, it's gonna be real with Rob J. He's doing mini personals too. That's why I was happy to do, because I did the personals yesterday. So I want to do the collective because he's doing personals, so it makes sense. Rob's Tarot. You gotta type him in. It's a B raid. Yeah, right. That's so funny. Aquarius was first. I did Aquarius, and then I did Aries. We probably should have timestamped, but I did not. I never timestamp. The only time I've ever been able to successfully timestamp is when I did the Element by Design readings, like a couple new moons ago. I'm thinking about doing Element and Design readings for the Capricorn full moon now, so that's exciting. I believe Rob and I are going to do a dual stream for the Capricorn full moon. We were talking about that this morning, so that should be fun. We'll have another duo live stream for that. But we're going to do it in the morning or like earlier in the day. Oh, that's so great, Natalia. He's fantastic. He's an amazing reader. And I'm here whenever you're ready, girl. Despite whatever is going on out there with this energy, Schumann is like, is it? Wow. I didn't check the Schumann, the Shoeboxers today. I want a tarot haze from Rob. You got hazed. Ass in the grass. So I took your advice for the name for my name. Oh, that's so great, Maria. Oh, I'm so happy. You have to let us know when it launches. I just saw you both dressed as knights dueling. That's hysterical. We share a lot of the same like support team. We share a lot of the same like angels and stuff, so it's funny. It's very funny. He's my buddy. Yeah, that's awesome, Charlize. That's so fun. That's so fun. I'm here. Never anyone's ready. I'm here. That's so funny. People get like the whoever calls two shapers. People get the funniest like visions of me when they visualize me, especially because I do a lot of like dream walking. So the way people tell me that like I come forward in their dreams is really funny. I always come forward as a blonde, which I think is hysterical. Because I was blonde for 10 years, but in the ethers, I'm always blonde. I'm always got really like white blonde hair, which I don't have anymore. Vikings, yeah. You know how I like my Vikings. Yes. But I told you, that's like, shoot for the moon, you'll land in the stars. I'm like, can I have a 6'4" like Viking? Like, can I put that in the suggestion box? And they're like, you are gonna get 5'11" Italian man. And I'm like, all right. I don't know though. I don't know. They haven't looked in my suggestion boxes yet. They're like, Lauren, just work. I'm like, but what about? They're like, go to work. Focus on your work. I'm like, all right. Complete your soul mission. I'm like, okay. Fine, okay. They're like, thank you, Lauren. Come again. We'll revisit this at a later time. I'm like, all right. All right, fine. That's what my guides do, yeah. Or if I'm like focusing too much at work, they'll redirect me back to love. And I'm like, I know that you're just trying to distract me right now. Like, I know none of these people are shit. Like, these men ain't shit. But you're just trying to distract me right now, so I'm not like hyper fixating on like work. And they're like, yep, absolutely. I'm I'm like, all right, fine. No relationship, mission only. I know. They're doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing to me. I'm like, but if you bring me someone that, like, we have, like, a dual mission, then, you know, birds and stones. They're like, Lauren, shut up. Go work. I'm like, hey, fine. The cake's not done baking. We're not quite there at the divine timer yet. I'm like, fine. They're like, it's retrograde. I'm like, fine. Always messing with me. And then they'll send me right back to work. They always do that. They go back and forth. Yeah, exactly, Patrick. It can't hurt to put stuff in the suggestion box. Sometimes it's like, hey, Chinese food. Like, sometimes it's like, hey, can it rain for like 4 straight days? I'm gonna put that in the suggestion box. And that works. They usually appease my weather requests because I really like cloudy, stormy, rainy weather. It has to fulfill humanitarian efforts for me. No, yeah, exactly. I'm like, can I have someone that, like, I can do, like, a soul mission? Like, soul mission. Like, that'll, like, we could both do spiritual work. But then sometimes I think, maybe it'd be good for me not to be with someone that, like, does, like, what I do, necessarily. Like, keep me grounded on, like, planet Earth. But it would also be hard for me to be with someone that's, like, doesn't do what I do, because they won't understand any aspect of my life. The way I work, the way my energy works, when I'm like, it's an eclipse. I can't talk to you. They just won't understand, you know? So it's like a normal, like a muggle, like that, I wouldn't actually, like, be practical. That wouldn't assist me, like, in my work at all, because they wouldn't understand. When I just start screaming at the ceiling, they won't understand. They'll be like, what's wrong with you? I'll be like, talk to Michael. You talk to Michael. What's wrong with me? You drive, because I got to argue with this man over here that you can't see. Like, it's just how it goes. Yeah, you get a surprise. So be yeah. It's like the most important work there is, Ariel. Mama work. He was the one protection in my family. Feels like that, Charlize. I know. You're like, I know. Ariel's like, I love my kids, but fuck these kids at the same time. I told you, I feel like I messaged you on Instagram this morning. I feel like I responded to you on Instagram. We might have to ask one of those TikTok human design ladies about your arrow situation, because I don't know about that. My little Aries A-type self would like to build a business again. You will, all in due time. We all must submit to divine timing, you know? Sometimes it just be like that. It is hard. They're 5 months, 3.5 years, and 5 years. It's a rough time. Girl, I know. I helped my sister raise her 4. It's rough. But again, I feel like so much of what you're going through right now is preparation for stuff that you don't even realize you're preparing for. You know what I mean? Yeah, super weird. I manifest easily, though. Well, maybe that's why you don't need arrows. You don't need manifesting arrows. That's a lot of fuckery. Corey's out of control today. So easy that I'm afraid to manifest now. Don't be afraid. What do you have to be afraid of? You are an extension of creation. You are a beautiful soul. You are a towering pillar of water. What do you have to be afraid of? Don't be afraid. Oh, your little emoji's so cute. I manifest everything, and it's the wrong stuff. Well, you just have to set your intention a little bit better. That's all. Just set your intention a little bit. Add, like, for my highest and best good, I am wildin' today, though. I know, I feel a little bit of, like, a frenzied energy myself. I don't know what's happening in the stars. We got too much fire. Are you a Sagittarius moon, too? Who just said Leo, Sag, Aries? Are you a Sag moon too? It's never wrong in the eyes of the universe. Nope, not at all. The universe just adjusts. We adjust and then they adjust. We're just getting the recipe right. Exactly. It's like trying to figure out the cinnamon to nutmeg ratio in this coffee. I'm still working on it. Ooh, it's getting cloudy. I think it's going to rain later today. Ooh, I love a rainy day. I think it's going to rain tomorrow too. Ooh. You're Sag rising. What's that now? I see a bad moon rising. Mars and Aries. Oh, you got it home. Ooh, there you go. In my houses, I have... It's always nice when things are home. In my houses, I have Libra home in the 7th house, so that's nice. Oh, good, Jilly Bean. I'm so happy. Yeah, for any of you guys that got to the stream late, at the very beginning, I did an energy clearing and a reset for the week. So if you feel guided to and you want to accept it, that's there for you. That's so much fire. Ooh, I know. We all got a lot of fire. Patrick, that's hysterical. That's absolutely hysterical. I got a fire moon, I got a fire Venus, I got a fire Jupiter, I got fire in the 1st house. I have a few other fire placements too. Fire and water are the strongest elements in my chart. That's why I like to keep earth signs around me, so that way I can stay grounded. But I have more mutable signs than anything else, so I'm flexible. So I find things I manifested from a long time ago is coming in, but that manifestation does not match me now. It took so long. Yeah, that happens. But that's just a confirmation for you that you want different things now, and that's actually a good thing. I'm a Galactic New Year Leo too. Portal baby. Oh, wow. There you go. I don't know. How old are you? I don't know if I'm a portal baby. I was born in 91. Ah, here he is. We were just saying, we were like, we're going to hang out until Rob starts his live stream, and then we're going to go into Rob's live stream. I was like, I'm going to do mine now, and then Rob's going to start his, and then we'll go over to his, and it'll be like a twofer. Double trouble today. Like, everyone's like, run! Run. Your hidden fire scares you. Don't let it scare you. I worked through that this week. I had this moment this week and I was like, I think I'm afraid of my own power. I was like, I think I am. And then I was like, don't be, Lauren. Embrace it. So I've been embracing my power all week. I feel like I could eat the moon, but I won't because I'm on a diet. So I was going to get some moonlight. We've been talking about it. I was like, even at the beginning of the stream, I was like, when we're done here, we're going to go over to Rob's. We have 97.8, the same sub, so it makes sense. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I told them we're going to do a dual stream for the Capricorn full moon. Pretty excited about it. You know, I watched that video that you sent me on Instagram earlier, and the lady was talking about like food shortages and like storing food, and I was like, oh no, do I have enough canned beans? Like, shit. Don't eat me. You're the moon. I'm not gonna eat you, Charlize. I just squeeze your cheeks and kiss you. Yeah, I'm excited. The dual streams are fun. They're real fun. When Rob feels the same energy. I summoned everyone this morning. Ariel woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and hopped on the live stream. Called everybody in. It's like, where are my people at? Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We have a lot of fun. We've learned all kinds of things at our stream today. We did an energy clearing, an energy reset. We did all the zodiac signs. Ariel's gonna be tired for the rest of the day. Corey is on some like wild energy shit. Patrick is afraid of his fire. Charlize ain't saying shit to no one for the rest of the week. It's great. It's great. Have food, water, gas, propane, ping from spirit. but I live on an island. They just keep telling me, fuck it, Lauren, you'll be fine. I plead the fifth. Corey's on a beard high. Oh man. You see that majestic thing? I think I caught it. The last video I saw from Corey was with the fire agate, and you were talking about greed, and I was like, am I being greedy? And I was like, no, there's a deeper message here, Lauren. Stop taking everything so personally. You're getting a nice beard. Rob's got a new setup. Corey's got a new beard. Ariel's got some new plans. I got a new attitude. Everyone's getting new shit. Everyone's getting new shit the last 2 weeks. I live on a self-sustaining off-grid farm. Yeah, so you'll be fine. I can't wait until I just, like, disappear into the void and go find a farm to live on. It's my goal. My neighbors have to take a horse and buggy to get to me. Oh, it's gonna be so great. It's gonna be so great. It's the dream. It's the dream. Only thing I learned is that my beard game is weak. Yeah, but your beaver coin is top tier. It's top tier. I'm so excited you got the Lightseers Tarot too. Are you liking it? It's very bright and vibrant for you. It's a very vibrant deck for you. No YouTube and no business. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Rob's beaver got his shave. I can't. I can't. I can't. We're a bunch of filthy animals in this place. We really are. There's something super right, but also not right about us. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Haven't really used it yet. Excited to try it out. I know I used the Cosmic Slumber Tarot today. I'm excited for you to use it. I think you're gonna like it a lot. It is super bright and vibrant for you. It's a lot of Technicolor, but maybe you need a little color in your life. I just got the Hush Tarot too. From Haley. She sent me. You would really like the Hush Tarot because it's like I used it in the stream yesterday. It's like got a nice balance between like very like light and ethereal, but also kind of like dark and moody. So that really appeals to your Scorpio senses. I'm not even gonna respond to that comment, Rob. That's hysterical. One that many don't see anymore. I can't. I can't. You have 12 decks? That's awesome. You're the Beaver Whisperer. I can't. I can't with you people. I quit. I'm quit. That's hysterical. There's something not right with you. Well, if you're the Beaver King, then what does that make Rob? He's the CEO of the Beaver Coin. Something's so wrong with us. I swear. I'm okay with it, though. I reorganized all my decks yesterday, and I counted them. I have 26 decks now. 26. The Beaver Bib. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. I think I said something to Rob last streams, and I was like, I felt like his madam. Oh, yeah, because I said something to the effect of, like, they should be, like, throwing you money. And then people started throwing Rob money, and I was like, see, I'm like your pimp. I'm like your madam. I have a friend who sends me a pic of a beaver every year on my birthday. The symbolism behind, like, the beaver animal spirit is, like, actually is quite fascinating. It is, like, a Three of Pentacles energy. It really talks about, like, industriousness and, like, working and, like, community aspect and, like, very much, like, whistling while you work. In the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal Oracle deck, there's a beaver card, and it's just, like, the happiest little beaver ever. There's, like, a big sun behind it, just, like, the happiest little beaver ever. Happy beeves. Your life is like a Rihanna song. Mine too. Work, 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 work. Mama, work, 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 work. It's hysterical. Building. Building, building. my life was like a song, I wonder what it would be. There's so many. I don't know, probably like a Hall & Oates song. I love some Hall & Oates. Hall & Oates is the only concert I ever almost got kicked out of. Clean up, everybody do your share. Yeah, it's like the Barney theme song. There's a song by this rapper called D-Smoke, and he did it in the final competition of Rhythm and Flow, which was like a rap. He's like a conscious rapper, and he has this song called The Last Supper. And he has this line that's like, everyone needs a hero, like, I'm just trying to be Uncle Stanley. He goes, who? Nobody. And that's what I play for myself when I need to, like, hype myself up. I'm like, who? Nobody. It's me. And then I'm like, calm down, Lauren. Sometimes you gotta hype yourself up. It sure be a mashup. Hey, Sherry. How you doing, girl? For moshing. D-Smoke. I love D-Smoke. He's so good. Even Jesus was homies with Judas. Pulling muscles from a shell. Ooh. Muscles. Little pups. Yeah, we all have the same playlists. They keep playing me like Ariana Grande, like that breathing song. Just keep breathing and breathing and breathing. And I'm like, okay, okay. They're like, just calm down. Or they play me that song by Bourne's, Electric Love, all of the time, which is funny because that was a song that came up for the Pisces monthly reading that I did. That's like, they're like telling me that I'm like lightning in a bottle. And I was like, am I going to get to bust out of the bottle soon? Am I going to get to bust out? Expand? I want to expand. That's a line in the 80s song. I love 80s music. I love Hall & Oates. I love Hall & Oates so much. It's like crazy. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy. She'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. Which is actually about New York City. They've been playing me a lot of Billy Joel. For the longest time. For the longest time. Which I feel like is them acknowledging my patience. I'm like, wow, you guys really like Billy Joel. God really likes Billy Joel. God also plays me that song by Dawn called Knock 3 Times. Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Twice on the pipe if the answer is no. Run the Other Way song. It's about New York City. How funny is that? It's crazy. I love Hall & Oates. I almost got kicked out of that concert, and I don't regret a damn thing. It was so good. It was so good. Keep coming on no matter where I'm at. Car, home, outside, car passing. They've been playing me a lot of 21 Pilots too. I like 21 Pilots a lot. They've been playing me literally, that reminds me of that song Car Radio by 21 Pilots. They put on an amazing concert. Captain and Tennille. So funny. They've been playing me I have a lot of Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks. Right here. Right here. Crystal. Psh, that's my song. If there was a song that described my life, it would be Crystal. Aretha Franklin. Jane, 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 Jane of Fools. And they also keep playing me John Lee Hooker. A boom, 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 boom. Which I have no idea what that means, but a boom, 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 boom. Hi, Natalia. Yeah, I'm glad you're stopping by. Oh, Beach Boys. I've been getting a lot of Beach Boys, too. A lot of Don't Worry, Baby. Don't worry, Lauren. It's okay. I'm like, bye. I have all this lightning in a bottle. I don't know what to do with it. You know, I've never seen Daryl's House, but people talk to me about it. They say it's really good. John Lee Hooker is your jam. I like a lot of that. I like a lot of the old blues. I also like a lot of like Appalachian like folk music. I do. Like Coulter Wall is amazing. I don't know if you've ever heard Coulter Wall, like Sleeping on the Blacktop or Devil Wears a Suit and Tie, like really good. Really good. Peace in This House too has been on repeat. Yeah. Muskrat. Appalachian Is Your Soul. Howlin' Wolf. There's also there's that band, they're called Appalachia. It's those two sisters, and they have that song like Medicine Woman, and they have that song Cuckoo. Oh, it's so good. She's a cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. All up in the EDM right now. Are you? I never really got into like EDM music. So many of my friends, the furthest I ever got was like ska. I went through like a big ska phase in high school. My keyboard is messed up doing what it wants. Oh man. Rising Appalachia, they're awesome. Cuckoo, oh my god, it gets me every time. She's a cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She flies. Rainbow Girls, yeah, I like Rainbow Girls a lot. Every time I listen to the Rainbow Girls, it makes me want to move to Louisiana. Because you know I love Louisiana. It's just so hot, humid. It's the only problem. But I love New Orleans. I love New Orleans so much. Just eating like Creole and listening to jazz all day. That is like, that's the dream for me. Just jazz and Cajun music. I'm a happy girl. Trevor Hall. I dated a house DJ. I'll dance anything. No. That's so funny. We need an event. We do some dancing and energy work. We do. We've got to have like a festival, like a tarot festival. I have music in my ear pod all day while I chase children. Me too. You gotta have music. Music was always a refuge for me when I was little. Like, I think that's why I like a lot of older music too. So I listen to like a lot of like Carly Simon, like stuff like that. I always love like 70s music. It's just I love it. Oh, Stevie Wonder. I love Stevie Wonder. Like Motown, Temptation, Stevie Wonder, like ooh. Are you calling us children? Lauren. I'm not calling you children. What'd I do? Our inner childs are living. Come on now. What? What'd I do? Dear Diary. Love it. You're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. Clouds in my coffee. Clouds in my coffee. Fleetwood Mac. Stevie Nicks. Woo! Woo! Rhiannon. Dreams. I'm always listening to Dreams. Like, oh my god. I love it. I love it so much. I just made myself dizzy. Talking about your children. Dreams, yo! Again, I told Crystal. The crystal and knowledge of you. Anything that's in the Practical Magic soundtrack. I grew up on that though, like Practical Magic, like Witches of Eastwick, like all that kind of stuff. And the Beatles, of course. Oh, of course. I love everything though. Like I also like a lot of like 90s like rock and alternative. Like I love like Soundgarden. Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun. I went through a big Bush phase. Glycerine. That band's alive. All over you. Oh, Black Crowes? Oh, yeah. Don't make me get out my Tession flannel. Dude, the 90s are back. The 70s and the 90s are back right now, and I'm living for it. I'm absolutely living for it. I also went through like a big like metal, like scary music phase. Like 8th grade, 9th grade. Rob Zombie, like you couldn't tell me Rob Zombie was not like the best thing ever. Like Living Dead Girl, like growl down me. Queen of the Stone Age, Muse, do you remember Muse? Oh, Muse was so good. Muse was so good. Yes, we are wearing bell bottoms again. I saw a girl wear them on TikTok earlier and they looked awesome. Cake! I want a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket. Muse, oh my god, Muse is so good. When I was in high school though, like even then the music was like we had Coheed and Cambria. Taking Back Sunday, so good. Cake's awesome. Cake's super awesome. A Taurus? Yes! I think I would look great in bell bottoms. I think I have the composition for them. My boys love cake. I want a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket. Funeral for a Friend. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was big on Coheed. I was really big on Coheed. And Taking Back Sunday. Those are my fucking jams. Like, and no one could tell me any different. Like, not even a little bit. London Fog. Oh yeah. The Ink. Or not the Ink, the Used. Remember we went over Blue and Yellow when I did the Divine Feminine and Masculine energies. Alexis on Fire. What was it? The guy from was it Blink 182? And he did what? Like Angels and Airwaves. They had a couple good ones. Box of Sharp Objects. Yeah. Angels and Airwaves. There was some poppy stuff that was never. Do you remember like Ryan Cabrera? All the way down, I found you. Boxcar Racer, yes. Yes. We need to create like a SoundCloud. Even though I'm not a SoundCloud girl, we need to create a SoundCloud. But I even loved like a lot of the hip hop and stuff, like Aesop Rock, like None Shall Pass. Can't tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. Or A Tribe Called Quest. Microphone check 1, 2. What is this? The 5'7" with a roughneck business. I float like gravity. Never had a cavity. Backstreet back. Oh, you want to go further than Backstreet? Let's go 98 degrees. Reef the Lost Cause. Playlist for energy meditation. Outcast? Oh yeah. I use B.O.B. Bombs Over Baghdad. I use that in a lot of my energy work actually. Don't pull the thing out unless you came to bang. Bombs over Baghdad. You already know. So funny. I would use that song. It makes sense for my spiritual bodyguard work. The B.O.B. remix with Tool? No, I haven't. Oh, Tool. Oh, I love Tool. Metallica. I went through a big Metallica phase. Korn. Oh my god, you remember Korn? Or P.O.D.? We are the youth of a nation. Oh yes, send it to me. I haven't heard that. That sounds sweet. Derek and Gorilla Fave. Fatboy Slim. Or the Gorillas. Last night we were at a party and it was dark and my father was like, there are monsters and shadow people around me. I thought of you and blew them out of there so fast. Good for you. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Ah, ATL. There you go. Just gonna let them know who's boss. Spiritual gangsters up in here. I look like the girl next door, but I'm truly an assassin. Calm down, Michael. The war's over. I'm so offended they were anywhere near me. Yeah. It's okay. I'm like, you tell that to me after I click off this camera. I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning, like, it's wild. Again, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. But it don't mean that they're not going to try it. They will try it. They will. And when they do, I'll be there. Ariel knows. Ariel knows. I know. Sugar pie, honey bun. You know that I love you. Oh, I can't help myself. I love you and nobody else. I can't wait till Rob does his live stream and then we can go and haze him. I have to catch everything on the replay. Yeah, just pawn the replay, girl. Oh man, oh, it's nice and cloudy. Yes, yes. And I have to get my ducks in a row for this series on the Claire abilities that I'm doing for the Patreon this week. Today was the last day of the 13 days of tarot too. If any of you guys caught that on Instagram, we did 13 days of tarot and today was the last one. Anyone else not able to sleep at night? Overwhelming amounts of energy. Yeah, I've had a bit of that. Normally, I'll go to bed at like 9:30, and I'm like kind of like out by like 10:30. But there have been a lot of nights that I've been like up really late. It's 112. Oh, you're in Arizona still? It's too hot. That's too hot. No, that's not right. I'm like, personally, I'm not even in 112 degrees, but I'm just like, I'm personally offended by that. I'm like, oh, it's too hot. No. If it gets above like 84, I get like real squirrely. I'm like, I live on the East Coast. I'm used to the climate changing. It was like 91 degrees here like a week and a half ago, and I was like, wow, if it just like would snow right now, that'd be so great for me. Like, I like the change of the seasons. I do. But I also like it. I like stormy and cloudy days. Like, honestly, I probably should have been born in, like, Seattle. Like, the hub of grunge. Just, like, cloudy and rainy all the time. It doesn't melt. No, it's already humid and hot here. That's why, again, I could fry an egg on a steel beaver. And said, I love Louisiana. I want to move to Louisiana so bad, but maybe I would adjust to the heat and the humidity, but there's a good chance that I would just, something in my brain would snap. And I would just, something bad would happen. Would have donated an egg. Oh, God. Now people are laying eggs. Beaver King is asking people to lay eggs. I only make honey over here, y'all, so I can't help any of you with that. You need a honey stick. Maybe. Ah, we're by Stanford for 28 years. 111? Are you okay? Are you people okay? I feel like that heat, it makes people like crazy. It's nice today. It's like, I don't know, I think it's like 72, like overcast, kind of windy. It's like, it's perfect. It's perfect. Maybe I won't leave Jersey. Maybe I'm full of shit. Maybe I just won't ever leave New Jersey. Because it's just, you haven't ever seen me wear flannel though? I wear a lot of flannels. A lot of times I wear them tied around my waist. It's like tank top, flannel tied around my waist. I used to wear them when I was bartending all the time. Cover up my ass, so that way all the like middle-aged, midday drunks would make less comments. But they never really did. After 9 Miller Lights, it doesn't matter if you wear a flannel or not around your waist. I'm in an RV, basically living in an oven. Oh, Lord in heaven. I told you, that's what the private readings, the little mini privates yesterday, I said to Rob, I was like, it reminded me when I was bartending and I was like in the weeds, and it was like, all right, you got one financial reading, you got a Jack and Coke, you got like one twin flame confirmation and a green tea shot. Enjoy! Come again! It's like, oh my God. Yeah, Jersey gets hot. In the summer it gets hot. But like 100 degrees, like that's like a little out of the normal. Like normally we're like in the 90s, something like that. I am not okay with 111. No, that's too hot. Just the idea of it being that hot offends me. I become a different person when I overheat. Like I become a very unsavory version of myself when it's too hot. Nope. Because at least if it's cold, right? You live in Wisconsin. At least when it's cold, you can add more layers, right? You might look like the Michelin Man, but you can add more layers. But if it's really hot out, you could be just butt-ass naked, and it's still hot. Like, you cannot escape it. And something about it, like, I don't know, maybe it's a past life thing. I can't, it's too hot. Just the idea of it, it just does something to my spirit. It's just not okay. Yeah. Add more layers. I'll get a scarf. I'll get some galoshes. I have leg warmers. Jersey? Hell yeah, we wear leg warmers. Wigwams. It's great. I got my Ugg boots. But that's part of, like, you cannot live in New Jersey unless you have, like, Ugg boots and jean shorts. You just can't. Unless you go tanning, like, once a week. That's just part of the package when you move to New Jersey. You get a tanning membership and a pair of Ugg boots. I don't make the rules. It's just what we do here. And you have your choice between pork roll and Taylor ham. Wisconsin is a place forsaken by God. Yeah, but at least you got the Packers. Go Pack, go. My old boss was a Packers fan. He used to walk around the bar with like a big cheese head, like literally like a big foam piece of cheese like on his head. When I worked football Sundays, it was the funniest thing. And Jersey is like Giants country. Like everyone is a Giants fan here, but he would be walking around with a big inflatable foam cheese head on top of his noggin. And I am a Steelers fan. So I used to have leggings that were like so tight, and they said Steelers all down my legs. So I was literally just like walking around black and yellow like a giant bumblebee, and he would be walking around with a big yellow piece of cheese on top of his head, and then it would just be like a sea of blue. It was great times. Forsaken by God. That's the funniest thing. I went on a trip. Everything was fine in Michigan. As soon as we crossed into Wisconsin, there were issues. But there's cheese curds. But Aaron Rodgers is leaving. See, I understand. Where's he going? AC stopped working, and then the Airbnb didn't have AC either. Oh no. It was too warm, too hot for me. I mean, Jersey is hot enough for me. I have like a fan over here, and I like crank. I'm like spinal tap. I like crank that bitch up to 11, and I stick it like right next to my bed. And I keep all the windows open. It's just like I can't get that hot. I get upset. I become unpleasant, like a truly unpleasant person. Go Hawks. Steelers fan. Black and yellow. Black and yellow. It's fitting. Playing Wiz Khalifa. That's so funny, Charlize. Rob is 8 minutes late to his own party. I think Rob's like an hour and 8 minutes late to his own party. Because I believe he said 12 p.m. Oh, but oh wait, it's not. Actually, you're right, because time zones. Your 12 p.m. is not my 12 p.m. You have this silly energy. It's the heat. You ain't gonna get out that energy until you get out that heat. Soul School, Guidance, and Healing. Hey! I feel like the life evaporated out of my body. It's too hot. I don't like it. I don't like it either. Nope. Maybe I won't ever leave Jersey. It's tempered here. We have all 4 seasons. It's hot. It's cold. It's moderate. There are mountains. There are forests. There are streams. There are beaches. It's absurdly expensive to live here. That's really my main problem with Jersey, is the cost of living. Ooh. I get so angry when I'm hot. Me too. Good point. I should probably get on that. We're waiting. We're gonna go over there to the Beaver Shack back in Kansas. We had 4 very aggressive seasons. Here there's only one, and it's summer. No, summer is not my favorite season. Fall is my favorite season. Everything turns orange and red, and there's pumpkins, and there's pumpkin spice, and it's cool and it's crisp. Ooh, I love fall. I love fall. Too much ego in the heat. Yeah, because you immediately kick into your survival instinct. You're fighting for your life. I'm hypercritical for some odd reason, mostly boredom. That's all those fire placements. I'd rather shiver year round. Yeah. What? Where's the Beaver Shack? It's at Rob's channel. Rob's channel is the Beaver Shack. This is the honeycomb. This is the honeycomb right here. I got pollen. I got Jersey allergies. I got honey for you. I don't have any beavers here. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. I was like, never mind. We're all in a really funny energy today. Face bombs. Oh man. What a funny day. That's when I joined that line. What a fascinating time for you to hop in at that point. You poor thing. Oh, thanks. It's a little bit of a mishmash. It's starting to very slowly look like a metaphysical shop in here. Very slowly. Well, hopefully, Corey, the next place you're traveling to isn't so hot. Hopefully. The kittens are all psycho today. Aw. Take the funny because this week has been quite a piece of work. No, it has been. It has been. My thingy fell. I have to go pick that up. Bombs over Baghdad. Eclectic Zen. I know there's a lot of funny pieces moving over here. This damn blanket. Ah, haha. All right, Rob's live. So I'm gonna go head over to Rob's live and go harass him. So I'm gonna go ask him about my twin flame just to piss him off. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for staying for the energy work and all the zodiac signs. We're gonna go head over to Rob's tarot for his live stream. So if you're interested in that, we will see you. Thank you all for coming. Come again, and I will see you very soon.